Happy Tuesday. I'm headed out to Sol de Janeiro event. I'm wearing my new blouse, which I added to my spring wardrobe for my capsule, and I've just been working away at it. So I got this top from Reformation. I really like it. Might need to get some double stick tape to keep that one in there. Reformation jeans that I bought last fall. I'm gonna go through everything that I'm adding to my capsule for spring. Anything you'd like to say?
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, I gotta go because, as always, I'm late. So I'm at the Sol de Janeiro event, and I just got stocked up on some goodies. There's a lot of new products that I didn't know they actually had and carried, and then there's some limited edition things launching, so I'll share that with you when I get home. But it's so beautiful. There's like a pool day. They brought everything I needed to like go lay out by the pool, but I have another meeting later, so I can't. It's so cute. I literally don't know where the time has gone, but I've just been kind of taking it easy in terms of sharing my life this week because I felt kind of like off. I just came back from an incredibly lovely long lunch brunch with my friend Chrisella, who was one of my bridesmaids and I've known since high school, and it's just so good to catch up with her whenever we do. And last night I filmed a foundation declutter because I just got rid of a ton of products again. I just felt really overwhelmed and unhappy with the clutter of products, so I went through everything that I'm just not going to get a chance to go through and like emptied out these bins as much as possible so that the things on the floor could go in here. And then I cleared out my makeup drawers so everything's like more organized. Breathe now. I had a wonderful healing moment with my friend, just meaning like, you know, phones down, have a nice meal, talk to each other. We chatted for 2 hours before she had to go pick up her son, and it was just so good to see her and talk to her and catch up. And like the time flew by so fast, and I feel like I haven't even fully caught up with you. So we're gonna try and grab dinner later in a couple weeks. She's just really busy and so am I. And it was really sweet because she texted me and said, you know, I want to thank you for not being on your phone. I noticed you weren't on your phone during our brunch. And I kind of was like, well, I make an effort that if I'm gonna make time to hang out with you, I'm not going to be on my phone because I want to be there and be present. So much of my life is constantly being connected and being online, and I love it. I love what the internet has to offer. I'm like the first person to be like, social media is amazing, the internet is amazing, but I do think as human beings we need to just remember at meal times and at moments when you make an effort to go hang out with a friend to put your phones away and just talk to them. Have a great conversation, and time flies. Hope if you get anything out of this week's vlog, make time with someone you love and put your phone down, and make them put their phone down. Set an alarm if you need to remember to feed your meter or leave on time, but put your phone down. Surprise, surprise, I'm gonna go head out and go work out. We made it to Friday and we just had a meeting, so I'm being treated to
Eatily.
Chris woke me up and was like, you have a meeting, do you want to go to Eatily afterwards because it's on that side of town? And I was like, I have a meeting. But yes, so ready to eat. Friday lunch treat, brunch treat, lunch.
It's definitely lunch.
It's like, yeah, it's an early dinner, late lunch. And it's Saturday night, which means it's check-in time in what I spent for the week and what I wanted to buy but didn't. I actually didn't do that last week, that part, what I wanted to buy but didn't. And honestly, I was just making things up in terms of what I wanted to buy. I didn't really want to buy anything because I knew capsule wardrobing was coming. A couple things I need to talk to you guys about the capsule wardrobe when I get to it. Hold off on judgment until that point. What I spent this week, March 18th through March 24th, and Chris is gonna be here too because he has followed me along this process for a year now on capsule wardrobing and even this season, and I think you've seen the most change probably this spring. Okay, so bills. I had to pay my gym membership for the month, which is $163. I also had to pay Hulu for the month, which is $11.99. Those are just my bills, personal bills. $174.99 is the total for bills this month. It is what it is. Food. I was really surprised at how good I did this week on food. Alfred's Coffee, I spent $7.25. I had a gift card for $5. I did not need to go to Alfred's for coffee. I could have gotten one for like $2. I got a gift card and I was like, I'm gonna get a latte, I'm gonna get Chris a coffee, I'm gonna get a croissant. $15 later. Not a big deal, it's Saturday. And also Chris usually always buys me food and coffee and treats. Cafe Los Feliz, I met with my high school friend and it was just so lovely to meet with her for like 2.5 hours. When I meet with my friends to have food or to have coffee, we meet for like 2-3 hours at a time, and that is money well spent to me to like have a place to just enjoy a meal with a friend. And I spent $14.02, which is really not that expensive. Total food for the week is $21.27, which I think is a really good week on food considering I went out to coffee and considering I went to have brunch with a friend. And that included like a really nice brunch plus coffee. So it was a great deal. Extras. I really wanted to go see Captain Marvel, so I bought tickets for both Chris and myself, $34. Movies in LA are really expensive. Membership, so I get $1 off, plus we were able to get concessions for $2. So we got a large popcorn and a large Coke for $2. Chris paid for that. We rarely go to the movies anymore, so again, not that upset. This probably didn't need to happen, but I was in a spendy kind of mood, and because I was on my capsule wardrobe shopping and I'm doing that whole series, so I just filmed and uploaded part 1 of my capsule wardrobe, which is organizing and all that stuff. Part 2, which will go up on Tuesday, talks a lot about like the process of shopping, how that felt, and a lot of like emotions and things that went through my mind while shopping. My willpower just kind of crashed today, and I was like, I want eyeshadow that's clean. So I bought an eyeshadow that's clean, and I bought a moisturizer that had no silicone in it because, believe it or not, I don't have any moisturizers without silicone in my entire skincare arsenal. Every moisturizer I have has silicone in it. I've just been using beauty oils, which is fine, but during the daytime I like to use a daily moisturizer. I spent $61.32 at Credo. So my total in terms of extra was $95.32, which is still under $100, which I'm very happy with. Capsule wardrobe. This is where it's gonna get spendy. I knew it was gonna get spendy. So I'm gonna name the stores, the price I spent at the stores, and my total, and then I'm gonna tell you the total for the week, and I'm gonna talk about what kind of money I used to spend before practicing a capsule wardrobe. Bloomingdale's, $85.41. Aritzia, $223.38. Net-a-Porter for my new bag, $212.53. Splendid, $157.32. Reformation, $214.62. Nordstrom, $98.50. Nordstrom's again, $192.72. Brings out my entire capsule wardrobe for spring is $1,184.48. Now that sounds like a lot to spend in 2 weeks. Stay tuned. So total week spent, including my capsule wardrobe this week, $1,476.06. Without my capsule wardrobe, $291.58. $163 of it was my gym membership. So I just kind of had a conversation and talked about, before my capsule wardrobe, how much I was spending on a weekly basis on mindless fast fashion, mindless shoe purchases, mindless handbag purchases, and just random accessories, random clothes. Like I would walk into Forever 21, buy 2 t-shirts. I'd walk into H&M, buy a pair of jeans. Walk into Target, $200 later, I don't even know what I bought. And before my low buy, on top of that, I'd walk into Sephora, I'd walk into Ulta, I'd walk into Credo, Detox Market. Where else would I go a lot and spend money?
Those were the main culprits.
Okay, but before practicing a capsule wardrobe, the big culprits, because I didn't think about it too much, would be Zara, Forever 21, H&M, Target, even like Buffalo Exchange and
Urban Outfitters.
Walk in and like browse Buffalo Exchange or Crossroads and walk out like $50 later with like not really things I ever wore either. We're roughly estimating this. Before a capsule, I would spend $300 to $350 a week on clothes or random shopping, plus occasionally randomly a $500 to $700 splurge on something. Like I would go to Reformation and buy like 3 dresses because I hated everything in my closet. Go to Maj and buy like an event dress or something like that because I just hated everything in my closet because it didn't fit me right. I felt fat in it. On average, I would spend $1,600 a month or roughly $5,000 a quarter on random clothing items.
Yeah, that's how Dolly feels about that.
Like, and meanwhile, you should be buying me pet plate. That is us being pretty conservative, guesstimating.
In the estimates, not being conservative as far as spending is concerned.
Capsule was $1,184.48. And normally you would say I spent like $5,000 a quarter if you were being conservative with our gas.
So essentially say $1,200 off, so that's $800. I don't know what the percentage of that.
A lot of the pieces I bought this time were basics, so those items are going to transition into summer and possibly even next spring. So I think one of the hardest things when I transitioned into a capsule wardrobe for me was spending all of my money in those 1 to 2 week period to fulfill my capsule, whereas, and then I would see that bill in the all at once. But if I look at it as a whole, I'm not spending as much because I won't be buying any clothes, shoes, or handbags or accessories for the next 3 months. You say that I used to like $100 death myself. $100 was like, oh, okay, that's okay. That's under $100, that's okay. My bill was under $100, that's okay. But the problem was all those $100 were happening so frequently and sometimes multiple times a day, and I wasn't thinking about all the other previous $100 or $50 that when I got that bill at the end, I was like...
Pretty accurate. I mean, that's what you did. You just $100 here, $100 there, $100 here, $100 there. And because it wasn't a tremendous amount of money all in one purchase, in one, you know, outing, it didn't seem like a lot. But like you said, if you don't keep track of exactly how many times you've done those $50, $100, whatever, then you wake up one day and it's like, oh, the bill's up to X amount of thousands, so.
I actually planned out to have about $1,500 to $2,000 to update my wardrobe this quarter because I thought I was gonna have to buy a lot more dresses, and dresses are just more expensive. I knew I had some things to sell if I was gonna update my dresses. When I looked at handbags, I looked at my handbag collection and I really like evaluated, and you were even like, well, if you want to get the Chloe, you can get the Chloe, or if you want to get, you know, like he was actually a little bit more like, if you want to get those sandals instead, or let's go look at those sandals that you're thinking about. And I was like, well, no, I'm not ready to spend that much looking at my finances and looking at my bills because I'm looking at it weekly now. Kind of like, ooh, I mean, we could make it work, but I don't feel comfortable because those aren't really my goals anymore. When I wasn't being super aware of my weekly spending and my weekly responsibilities to like even my gym membership, whatever it was, I would just be like, well, we're making good money. Why can't I just go get this new handbag? Like, that's not a big deal. That's not that bad in comparison to how much we're making, but it is when I look at everything as a whole.
I also think that you're in a different place with how you reward yourself or what you deem as a reward. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong about this, but it seems like, you know, when we started to do really well with the business and everything, those handbags or those purchases, in your mind, they were a reward for, you know, the work that we put in and how well we were doing at that moment. That we weren't doing so well, it was a way to escape the pressures of not doing well in that moment, or something didn't go right, and really what it came down to was more of an emotional fix, be it a good emotion or a bad emotion. And I think that now, by doing the capsule wardrobe for a year, it's almost like you've kind of weaned yourself off in the same way that we did sugar. And
I was telling Chris constantly, like, I'm not having fun shopping. Like, it's not the same joy I used to get out of shopping, and I don't want you guys to think like it's not fun at all. What I mean is, I was so specific, and when you guys watch my part 2 to how I create my capsule wardrobe and shop for my capsule wardrobe, you'll see that like I was so specific in every item that I wanted to add that it was a task. Like I wasn't mindlessly being like, oh, this is cute, let me just try it on. I tried on one pair of pants that wasn't capsule wardrobe list appropriate, and it was because I was wearing a dress when we were out and about, and I just grabbed a pair of pants to go with the tops. And when I did that, I was like, wow, these pants are really cute. And they're really cute, and they're under $100. They were good quality. They're at one of my favorite stores. And I was like, you know, it would go with a lot of things that in my capsule, and I almost bought them, and Chris even was like, they're cute. If you want to get them, get them. And I was like, we'll come back. Like if I really want them, I know where to get them. Yeah. And worst case scenario, I'll order them online because I know what size I am now. I'm gonna wear my wardrobe for a while, and if I really feel like I'm missing those pants, then maybe I'll go get them still. It's not that I'm not allowed to shop no matter what. It's that
I can't do it spontaneously.
Yeah, I can't spontaneously do it, and I made these rules for my capsule kind of like I did with my low buy. It's not that I'm depriving myself, it's that I'm putting these safety nets in place so that it keeps me from doing too much damage, and it takes away that impulse issue I have.
I think it just causes you one layer of thought more. Before, where it's just like, oh, I like these, purchase. Now it's before any purchase at all, there's at least 1 or 2 levels of thought that go into it, so that if it's something that you really truly absolutely want, you can get it.
I was so excited to shop for my capsule at first, thinking I'm gonna buy dresses, I'm gonna go Reformation, I'm gonna get dresses, I'm gonna get shoes and sandals and handbags. Can you not push me?
I'm not pushing you, you're leaning into me. I'm behind you, how can I be pushing you?
Thought like I was gonna get to go buy all these things, and then when I actually sat down and evaluated my wardrobe, I was like, I need a pair of denim shorts and tops.
Also, you got tired of shopping.
I got tired of shopping so many times because it's not this like mindless, emotional, instant gratification. There's no like adrenaline rush. There's no dopamine dump.
Nope, you were shopping with a purpose.
And actually, like, remember I tried on the shorts, and how many pairs of shorts do I try on? Like, and I was like, guess how much these are? And you're like, how much? I was like, 140 something. And you're like, well, if you like them, get them because they fit you. And you know, I like hooed and hawed about it even for a second, but I was just like, these are the first pair of denim shorts that I've tried on in a year.
But also, denim shorts are one of those things where unless you buy the like really, really trendy ones, they'll last you, you know, the cost per usage of those, you'll get time out of. You paid a lot for this one. Like, it's not just that you're gonna wear them spring through summer 2019. Come back to spring summer 2020, you'll still get usage out of those things. If you look at how you did your fall and winter capsule wardrobe 2018 into 2019, you were able to, you know, use a lot of the things from
last
year into this, because you were smarter about how you bought them, because you had done capsule wardrobing, you know, prior to that season.
Mentioned I don't shop as much for summer or for winter because we're in LA. Our summer and winter isn't that different from spring and fall. This year LA decided to actually have a winter.
We actually decided we wanted to be Seattle for a while.
There's some things I made mistakes with, like I really needed to buy a coat instead of donating all my coats, because I was all like, I don't need these coats anymore, they don't bring me joy. And then I was like, I'm so cold. The great thing too was, like, I noticed, yeah, I'm cold, but it's not that bad, and I'm not freezing, and I don't really want to spend a nice coat right now because we're not going to New York. If we were going to New York, I would have probably bought one. But it was one of those things where I was like, it's fine. I hate carrying one around anyways. I'll just be a little cold from one place to another. Like, the thing about capsule wardrobing is, like, at first you might feel like, oh, I really wish I got those pants, or maybe I should have gotten another pair of shorts. But then you kind of just get creative and work it out. And when I like something, I want to wear it multiple times. So I just started repeating my outfits, and I don't think anybody even notices. There are some outfits where I was like, oh, I should probably retire this dress at this point. So I'll either sell it on Poshmark or I will donate it to people who could actually get use out of it. And I think more so now, when I donate, it's not going to end up in the landfill. Someone will actually hopefully get use out of it, because it's not like hot sequins or neon halter top, which I talk about. You know, like if you are gonna buy fast fashion, because shopping sustainably and shopping ethically is a privilege, not everyone can do it. And then shopping secondhand is also a privilege. It's a privilege of time and energy. It's very challenging when you're transitioning into this lifestyle. And for me, it was more important to set these structures and only allow my shopping window to be a very small amount of shopping window, because I'm trying to build a better mindset, build better habits, and break some really bad shopping addictions and mentalities. Right now, I need to be very strict in when I can spend money. So thrifting for the things that I actually am being very specific about isn't very logical for me right now, because I easily can start turning my thrifting, because when you're thrifting, you have to just kind of always be looking. That could easily become another shopping problem for me.
Or substituting one void for another.
Which, not to say I won't in the future, but I think I really wanted to stick to this with a full year. I'm gonna sit with it and think about like whether or not capsule wardrobing is something I'm gonna stick with, or if I'm gonna like be a little bit more loose moving forward. I don't know, we'll probably have a conversation about it. But because I wasn't doing low buy and this was only applied to my clothing, this wasn't even applied to my shoes and my accessories, which got me in trouble. I would spend a lot at beauty stores. I did find while I was saving money on clothes, I started taking that money and still spending on random stuff.
Yeah, like I said, you just substituted one for the other.
Which is what made me decide I wanted to try and embark on this low buy journey, which I've done for a whole quarter now, and I'm gonna do a whole update video on that probably next week. If you want to see part 2 of my capsule wardrobe, that will be up on Tuesday like I mentioned. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, that is up already. I will link it in the description box. And I also have like my first wardrobe clear out, where I literally got rid of like 80 to 90% of my clothes. And I did that all in one day, where I threw everything on the bed and I saw everything, like the whole picture, and then I put everything I didn't want anymore into trash bags.
But you didn't throw it away.
No, I donated it. I think if you're gonna embark on this journey, do it all at once so you see everything you own in one giant pile, and then you see everything that you actually wear and love compared to everything that you're going to end up donating or selling.
It's powerful to see it in front of you.
I think seeing it all in front of me like that though was just very like, it was very depressing. Like it was very emotional and sad. And then it was also really hard because there were items that my mom had bought me that I was just hanging on to, but I didn't like it. She bought it because it was on sale. I talk about that a lot too, like my history with why I can't shop sales anymore. And it's not that I don't shop sales, is that I don't like...
You don't let them consume you.
The whole free shipping thing that I learned. Just pay the shipping, man. Just pay the shipping. I've learned a lot, and I mean, you watched me shop this time around. Do you feel like you're shopping with a different person?
I think it wasn't a different person. I think it was just that you had intentions when you went into shop. It was not like just wandering in, oh, this is cute, oh, this is cute, oh, this is cute. Oh, if I spend X amount, then, you know, I'll get whatever, a free bag or whatever. Because how many times did we go into a store with, you know, I've got to go to Victoria's Secrets and I got to get, you know, spend this amount because I want the free bag.
Which I never use.
No, not once.
Do you also feel like there was not this like weird junky adrenaline rush that you used to see when I would just buy things?
Well, you didn't really have a junky adrenaline rush for the most part. It was more like microdosing.
In the past.
In the past, yeah. Like in the past, it would have just been like, you know, go into this store and maybe you're feeling whatever that particular day. You're not feeling particularly great about, you know, the way your jeans fit. So I'm gonna rectify that by going and buying new jeans. Little fix that you would have, and those little fixes just added up, you know, piece by piece by piece by piece. It's not for anyone else to tell you how you should or should not spend your money. If you enjoy, you know, shopping and you want to do it in a more sustainable, ethical, and responsible way, there are ways to go about doing that. If you don't enjoy, you know, fashion and buying things and buying clothes, you know, for a season or whatnot, and you enjoy, you know, just buying one thing and wearing that all year round, that's good too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that this is part of, you know, our lifestyle and what Serein enjoys.
I enjoy putting together clothes and having my closet full of only items I love. Always have enjoyed fashion. I didn't realize the cost of fast fashion and the mindless purchasing of fast fashion and kind of the disposableness of that lifestyle. I always donated my clothes, but I didn't realize that most of these donations they didn't need. And it makes sense, like people who are getting the donated clothes, they're not going to need a neon halter top. They need work clothes, they need clothes for school, they need clothes for life. And a sequined mini dress that I bought for the club to wear one time isn't going to help them get that. They're not going to the club, most likely. And if they are, great, then they can have that dress. But most of these clothes, because it also had plastic in the fabric, it was just contributing to landfill waste. I personally like to spend a little bit more now that I'm older. One, because my body type does not look as good in, you know, like I'll still go into the stores I used to shop in high school and college. And while I can fit into the clothes, it just doesn't fit right for my body anymore. Two, I have really sensitive skin. Not an excuse, just a fact. So I need clothes that are very breathable when it's warmer. Case in point, rash. Still not going away. Like every time it kind of goes away, something new irritates it.
I wonder if it's your hair actually, because your hair is a little longer now, and I feel like little wisps like come down and like irritate it.
No, because I've been keeping it back for the most part.
Since when though? Like since it started?
Yeah, I know what it is because it started healing and I wore that turtleneck.
Oh.
And the turtleneck actually has some acrylic in it.
That's what it is.
For me, I like natural materials whenever possible, and because we're at a place in life where we both agree, like whenever possible, we want to support the brands that are being a little more ethical and more conscious about their output and stuff, we're okay with it. I think also you've noticed I'm not as disposable with my clothes, so you're okay with me spending a little bit more. Now, if I was still like going through clothes like I used to and I didn't love the pieces, you definitely would be like, ooh,
yeah. I also don't mind so much when we're, like you said, when we're supporting brands and companies that are in alignment with our personal beliefs. What our personal beliefs are and how we try to run our company, you know, if people are aligned with that, I would hope they would, you know, spend their money with us. So I feel like it's a circle and it all comes back around. So if we do it, I would hope that somebody else would do it for us.
I want to reiterate, there's nothing wrong if you can only afford fast fashion or that's where you're comfortable right now. My biggest thing is try to focus on items that you'll get more use out of. Focus on clothing items that you know will be good staples and that you're not going to just wear once and throw it away. And clothes that maybe if you weren't going to wear anymore can be passed on and have a second life. Some great pieces you'll be able to find at Forever 21 and H&M and Target and wherever else you want to shop at a more affordable price. Like I have shoes from Zara that I love. Like I love them and they were a great value and I wear them to death. Like one of my favorite boots this fall was from Zara and I'm not getting rid of them because they're still in good condition. So take care of the pieces you do choose to purchase, no matter how affordable they are, because you want them to have a longer life. Chris still has fast fashion brands in his closet. I still have fast fashion brands in my closet. What I mean by fast fashion is that mentality of disposable fashion, really. Maybe we should call it disposable fashion.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to feel bad. It's not just about the environment and the labor that goes into it. Respect your money, I guess. Also, like,
you work hard for that money. Like, don't just give it up without thinking about it.
Because I was doing that. Like, and I'm not trying to preach you, I'm just saying don't make the mistakes I made. If I think about it, when we did the rough estimate and I did the math and I was like, are you kidding me? I spent like $5,000 every quarter on things I can't even tell you what it was. Like, it's not like I have
stuff to show for it.
No. I'm like, what the fuck? We could buy a house. Fuck. I really appreciate your support this last quarter, and I will be doing an update video next week talking about kind of where the next steps are for my low buy. Maybe set some budgeting goals. I think like that scares me more than being on a low buy.
What do you mean when you say budgeting? Because we kind of do that.
No, like saying like, okay, now that I've taken shopping away for essentially 3 months, moving forward, I'm gonna allow myself like $100 a week for extras. That means eating out with friends, or if I wanted to buy something on my wish list. I'm still like, all the same rules still apply, but if I want to now purchase things, because I really haven't purchased things off my wish list, even though I'm allowed to.
How do you think that will line up? It's like, I can't clearly, if you guys watch Serein stories or follow us at all, I'm incapable of having a pastry without consuming the entire box.
Well,
so do you think that if you're allowing yourself $100, that's gonna be, oh well, I went over by 25 bucks. I went over by 50
well, that's
bucks.
that's what I'm scared about. And I think because I'm watching Hannah Louise Poston on her, but this is her beauty budget year, and she did an entire year of a no buy where she was even more strict than I was. I am currently. And so come first of the month, when she was allowed to buy, she kind of like goes into this like daze, and it's very fascinating watching her. And I'm almost like, okay, maybe I can't just go an entire year with the same rules, because someone made a good comment on her channel that self-control is a muscle that needs to be worked. So while I've taken it away to like get used to not having and switching my mentality a bit, I can't just live that way either. And you know, how am I gonna incorporate shopping again, or allowing myself to have a budget and spend enough? And I think I like the rollover idea, because Hannah was spending almost all of her budget every month, and she's like, I can't keep doing this because there's gonna come a month where I need more than my monthly budget. And that was the whole point, was like to roll over. So January was gonna be the like strictest, but then if she's had extra money, it rolled over. So I was hoping like $100 a week, which was how much cash I used to have as a server on me at all times, $100 a week, to cover coffees, lunch or dinner out with friends, movie tickets even. If I wanted to buy a new phone case, like, okay, well that's been on my wish list for a few weeks now. I know I want that new phone case because I want to support that brand. Plus this is looking kind of yellow. So would I can buy that phone case now, and let's say I have $30 left, it rolls over to next week. I kind of feel like that might be more beneficial for me, because I like that concept that self-control is a muscle that you have to work.
That's a good point.
What's kept me really strict is by documenting these weeks. I know when I'm about to buy, when I want to buy something, I know in my head I have to tell you, which makes me really like triple think about something, because I'm like, do I really want to admit that I just spent this to my audience? Is that something that you guys would be interested in following along, helping me, keeping me accountable? Like you guys have all kept me accountable, whether I've screwed up or not, or had a successful week or not. Like that's what's been so encouraging, was that even when I'm really hard on myself, you guys have just been like, it's okay. You've come so far, and it puts things into perspective. I don't want to keep telling you my bills every week, because the bills are now getting a little repetitive. So moving forward, I am going to tell you what I spend, but maybe not Hulu again, Netflix again. Like, you guys get it. Yeah. This is how much I spend on Hulu and Netflix every month. Thank you guys so much for watching.